Thanks, Laura. Good morning. So let's imagine that we have to make a decision. Let's imagine that you have to make some sort of decision, something to do with your work at CIEE. Would you rather make a decision all by yourself, or would you rather involve a group of people in making that decision? How many people just want to make the decision all by themselves? A few. All right. How many people want to involve a group in making that decision? Yeah, okay, all right. But I notice there's a lot of you who didn't raise a hand, right? So let's try a third option. How many of you would say it depends? Whether you make an individual decision or a group decision, it depends. Okay, all right, you third option people, you alternative thinkers. It depends on what? What would cause you to want to make a decision all by yourself or make a decision with a group? It depends on what? Anybody. What does it depend on? All right, so I've been taking some notes, but I got to tell you that there's a theme here. You can see the theme as well as I can. When the stakes are high, it makes sense to involve a group. When it's a, quote, little piddly decision, I think that's what she says, technical term, we're more comfortable making an individual decision. I believe in the magic of group decisions. Sometimes it really is magical. I believe that no one in this room is smarter than all of us. I believe that group decisions done right bring more benefits than you can imagine. There is a right way to make group decisions. Group decision making is like a lot of things. It's kind of like cooking, or like raising children, or like caring for people who are ill. We all, as human beings, have some basic knowledge of how to do it. But at the same time, there are experts. There is a body of knowledge out there of people that really know how to cook food and really know the best practices of raising children and know the best practices of healthcare. It's the same with group decision making. It's the same with conflict resolution. We all know a little bit about these things. We were raised in families. We have to get along with each other. But there's a body of knowledge. There is a right way to make group decisions. Here's what we're going to do. I'd like to deal with each one of these scenarios one at a time, okay? And for those of you that didn't have scenario number one, that's the one we're going to talk about first. I'm going to read it out loud, and then I'm going to ask those tables that had scenario one to tell us some quick answers, okay? I've been making a list. I want to show you the list, but first of all, let's check in and see how I've done with trying to reflect what I've called scenario solutions, okay? Let's run down through this a little bit. One thing you can do as LCs and RDs is bring education to the situation. That's the magic formula for decisions done right. Right process. This means getting the right people involved. You don't want to hammer a thumbtack with a sledgehammer, right? You don't want to empty a swimming pool with a teaspoon. You choose the tool that's right for the job. And it's the same with group decision making. There is a whole array of tools available to you. There's a one-on-one phone call. There's a big group meeting. The big group meeting is not appropriate for every situation. And so putting some thought into what is the right size process and who are the right people that need to be involved is a key ingredient of group decisions done right. These are the three primary benefits that I see when group decisions are done right: productivity, peace, and efficiency. Efficiency. Efficient does not mean quick. Okay, this is important. If you look efficiency up in the dictionary, and many of you know this, I know, efficiency is a relationship between inputs and outcomes. It's highly efficient if you get a lot out for what you put in. So I'm not here to tell you that a big, involved, arduous, difficult decision-making process is not efficient. That could be highly efficient if the results are magnificent, if they're really great. That could have been a very efficient process. What we don't want is a big, hard, arduous process with little or no results. That's inefficiency. A benefit of doing group decisions right when we do those 6 things that I've been showing you is we get efficiency. We get maximum output for what we put in. Story of the 3 frogs. 3 frogs were sitting on a lily pad. 1 frog decided to jump off. How many frogs were left sitting on the lily pad? From all we know, 3. The frog only decided to jump off, right? The world does not change just by making a decision. You want to make ripples in the pond? You got to jump. You got to follow through on your decision.